Hello, hello. Justin here, and today I'm going to do a blind solo run of the new expansion for Arkham Horror, the card game, Children of Blood. Um, I'll be playing on Tabletop Simulator. I just bought the game in a physical copy a couple days ago, so I'm I've organized all the cards. When I say blind run, I've got like a quick glimpse of some of the cards, but I don't know how the campaign really goes. This is their new format, so it's a three-part campaign, so three scenarios. And right now I'm here on Arkham.build to build a deck. And I'm not going to use any of the old content. I'm only using chapter 2 stuff for a true solo playthrough. So I'm not sure which investigator I want to do, but I need somebody who can do both clue gathering and enemy management of some sort, probably some fighting in there. So I'm thinking either like a mystic. So we have Dexter Drake and Marie Lambeau who can kind of do it all with their willpower. Um, because Mystic. uh, to some extent, Isabel can also do that because she has access to the Mystic card pool. She just can't get a lot of the upgrades for the Mystic cards, so I don't know that I want to use Isabella or Isabel. Um, but I could also do Trish because she's a good clue gatherer and she gets an extra evade action, so that'll help with enemy management. Um, And then I could throw in a couple splash cards for fighting. Um, and she has an 8/6, 8 health, 6 sanity. Joe Diamond's also pretty flexible because he has 4 fight and 4 intellect naturally and a balanced health and sanity. I think I'm leaning either towards playing Trish though, Trish or Marie. Um, so I'm gonna look at their signatures. So like Marie or Trish has Um, covert ops. After you evade an enemy, exhaust this to either draw a card or move to a connecting location. So that's good compression if I get that card out because free movement is great and so is card draw. And she gets the free evade anyway, so it's just multiple things stacking together. It also has pretty good icons if I just want to throw it at a test. Her enemy or her weakness is an enemy, hunter and prey, Trish Scarsborough only. Forced after you evade it, place one of your clues on your location. If you cannot, this enemy readies, engages you, and makes an attack. Okay, so you kind of just have to fight this guy. He's really annoying to evade. Um, so he's kind of annoying if he comes at a really bad time. Uh, Marie. So after damage is placed on her, she gets card draw and well, she gets to look at 2 cards and draw one of them. So that's pretty useful to find the tools that she needs, especially in solo, um, where you might need a specific tool because you're the only investigator. Then she has Grandmare's Charm. Take 1 direct damage. So that stacks with her abilities. So as a free trigger, take a direct damage and exhaust this charm to replenish 1 charge on an asset at your location. Some of the spells use charges, so that could be really good just to refuel those things. And then her weakness forces her to uh, take an action to discard 3 cards if she wants to heal damage. So it blocks her healing. Um, hmm. I'm kind of preferring the idea of Marie. Um, like the fighting might be a little more difficult, but I think if I add enough Mystic fight cards, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and create a deck for her. We're using the current card pool. All right, I'll wait to draw the random basic weakness. But let's see here. So we're just looking at level 0 cards right now. Um, So hand items aren't that important in this pool for her. I mean, Ritual Dagger, if I want to spend upgrade on that, will give her a way to fight, adding her willpower to her fight. So not the worst thing in the world, but it doesn't do any extra damage or anything. After you play a spell event, take a damage and exhaust Ritual Dagger to shuffle that event into your deck instead of discarding it. Okay, so there's some recurrence of her spells with that, so that might be an item we upgrade into. I'll add it to the side deck just as an option. Sacrificial Doll, I don't remember what this does. While you have 3 or fewer remaining health, Sacrificial Doll does not take up a hand slot. After you reveal a non-auto fail token during a skill test, take 1 damage and exhaust Sacrificial Doll. Cancel that token and reveal tokens from the Chaos bag until a symbol is revealed. I don't know. Um, I don't know that I want that. I think it's expensive for what it is, but her hand slots aren't really contested. Like, I might add that in if I have extra deck slots, but I don't know if I really care too much about that. Um, Bloodstone, definitely. It's going to give her +1 willpower and more health to soak the damage to. Need that as her as her accessory. Now it's a little annoying because her signature is also an accessory. So if I want to play both of them, I'm going to need to get a Relic Hunter upgrade. I'm going to add that to my side deck. Uh, just because I'll probably want to do that, but I don't know. We'll see how pressed I am for experience points. Allies, definitely Jim. He's like the best ally ever. +1 willpower. He soaks both damage and sanity. And after you take damage or horror, exhaust him to draw cards. So super awesome ally. More card draw and soak. It's just great. Plus a stat boost. Best ally ever. And then, it just gets better if you upgrade it. More soak and draw 1 card and gain a resource. Amazing. Those are probably going to be a quick upgrade for me. Um, Jim's just the best. I, I could toy with the idea of Arcane Initiate because it does give me more sanity soaking. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it. Because I don't want to have 2 allies. Um, let's see. Spell wise, this will be pretty easy. I want all the charged spells. So Cosmic Flame. I'll put the upgrade in my side deck. Second sight is the one for investigating. Put the other one in my side deck. Shadow Meld's interesting, but I think I really only care about this in multiplayer. 'Cause it's just evasion, plus movement. But I don't know. I mean, it could be good, but I don't know. That's just gonna be too many spells, I think. Um, unless I purchase the permanent arcane experience, which gives an additional arcane slot. Um, but this is a short campaign. It's only 3 parts, so there's really going to be 2 upgrade moments, and I don't know that I'm going to have the experience for that. So I think I'm going to skip that. Dread Curse of Azathoth is interesting. It's exceptional, so it's just like very experience heavy. So we can have 1 copy of it, but it costs 6 experience instead of the 3. Place a Doom on this to fight and get +2 to willpower and deal +1 damage. If it defeats an enemy, remove 1 Doom from Dread Curse of Azathoth. If a skull or an Elder Thing token is revealed, remove all Doom from this card. So it's cool. There's multiple ways to get rid of the Doom from this card. You either defeat an enemy or you draw one of those tokens. It's a pretty cool card. I'll add it to the side deck just in case I have experience for it, but I don't know. I don't know what my priorities will. We'll see how it goes. Um, let's see. Mask of Salinas as a 1 experience upgrade is nice. Letting you reveal multiple tokens when you draw a token. Uh, it's nice because you can sort of mitigate the downsides of these spells because like this one, you have to lose a charge on a skull, and on this one, you have to lose a charge on a cultist. So just looking at 2 tokens, you can mitigate those effects and not be burning the charges on them. I think that's worth it in this deck where the charges are going to be pretty important, I think. So I'm going to add that to side deck. All right, ceremonial robes. Definitely want that. Reduce the cost of the first spell or ritual card. Yeah, we will probably be money hungry in this deck. Like these are expensive to play. Jim's also expensive, but like, you know, if I can save the money playing the spells so I can get Jim out, I think that's awesome. So that is probably going to be an immediate upgrade. Um, Cloak of Resonance. I'll add it into the base deck, but I think I'm going to immediately replace these with ceremonial robes. This is awesome in Isabel, by the way. I've played Isabel in the core campaign with this card as a spellcaster, and it was really awesome. She just like can take a bunch of extra horror and be dealing out more damage. But I'm going to add that into my deck right now, knowing that I'm going to replace it like almost immediately. Um, no slots. Do I want the card that lets me boost my willpower and fight on spells and ritual cards at the cost of money? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going to add it in right now, but I might cut it if I'm getting too close to my deck maximum. And I'll put it in my side deck as well. I do like the starting keyword, you know, just nearly guaranteeing that you can start with that card in your opening hand is pretty great. Um, okay. Offering bowl. Uh, Spend 1 offering. So it comes into play with 3 offerings, cost 1 to play. Spend an offering to exhaust this to take a damage and gain 2 resources. I mean, that's cool because it stacks with her ability. Um, so she'll get a card draw just from doing this. And then she'll also get 2 resources. That's super worth it. I think you need to add this into her because it's just so much value out of 1 action. I mean, 0 actions is a free trigger. It's a 1 action to play the card, but then 3 times you get to get a card and 2 resources. That's just so valuable. Um, okay, let's see. Permanent items. Charisma, we're not going to need. This. That's part of the campaign. I don't think that should be showing here right now, but that's okay. Collector, we're not going to play with collector. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but I don't know. I don't want the extra 5 cards in the deck. I just want to find the cards I need in solo. Let's see. All right, event cards. Oh wait, we wanted to add one of these. Yeah, so Relic Hunter's there. Okay, events. Let's start with the level 0 events. Consume life is a fight event, dealing a damage. If it defeats an enemy, heal 1 damage. That's nice if I'm taking a bunch of damage from my things that allow me to take damage. This could heal it back. Um, And I might be able to play it for cheaper with the cloak because it is a spell. I'm going to add that into my deck for sure. And if nothing else, it has 2 icons on it, 2 different icons, so that's nice. Um, will I need emergency cash? That's the question. I'm gonna add it in right now. I'm only at 18 cards, so I still have 12 card slots remaining, so I should be okay. Favor of Balshander, take a damage as an additional cost to play this card. Play a spell or ritual from your hand, reducing cost by 3. Okay, see, I think I take this and don't take uh, emergency cash. Just because um, this stacks with her ability with taking a damage and, lets me play expensive 3-cost spells for cheaper. Um, This just gets me the money as an action, but I still would have to take another action to play a card as well. So I'm gonna keep those out. Infuse life, heal 3 damage. It's just a healing card, but it does have one wild icon. I don't, maybe this is a one of kind of card. Like take 1 copy of it. I'll add 2 in right now just because of the wild icons, but I'm probably gonna remove 1, if not both of them. I don't know. I'm never really that impressed with cards that just heal. Don't have anything else going for them. Mirror Form. Fast card. Choose a spell or charm in your hand and put it into play under your control. When the round ends, shuffle that asset in your deck if it's still in play. Okay, so it's fast, and for 1 resource, you could get one of these expensive assets out for the round, but then it's going to shuffle it away. It's a card that could help in a pinch, but would I really be using that? Like again, I feel like this is one that I definitely only take 1 copy of if I take one. Um, let's see, Premonition. Uh, so seals a token from the Chaos bag. It's fast. Um, when a token will be revealed, you can resolve the one sealed here instead. Okay, I mean that's cool. I like this a lot. Even if I don't end up using it for the token, I think I will use it for the token because it's fast and doesn't cost anything. But it does have 2 icons on it as well. Um, okay, that was Premonition. We'll come back to the upgrade spells in a second. Spiritual Charm. Parlay, choose a non-elite enemy at your location or connecting location, move to that enemy. Uh, no, this is more useful in multiplayer where other players will spawn enemies, but since I'm the one drawing everything, it's going to be rare or unlikely that they're not at my location. So no thanks. For protection, yeah, taking that, of course. Blocking our Mythos deck from affecting us is just too good. Will of the Cosmos. Place a doom on a player card, then discover a clue at your location and a clue at another revealed location. That's cool because it doesn't have to be connected even. It could just be any location. So I could like ditch a location that I leave a clue on early and then down the road scoop the clue up from across a map. Um, and if I'm placing this during the witching hour and it doesn't matter, it's pretty good. So let's add 1 of those. I don't want 2 copies of that. Okay, and then let's go look at these upgrades. Augur of Elikos. Investigate, adding your willpower and your book together. If you succeed, discover an additional clue. If you succeed and a token with a symbol is revealed, you may discard a terror or hex treachery. Pretty cool. I love cards like this where they have compression plus extra effects. Like it's just like a lot of text, but it's like a lot of helpful things. And it has triple icons. Probably going to purchase that right away. Bend Blood, a fight action. It's 5 experience for this card. Fight action +3, deal +1 damage. If you succeed, deal a damage to each other enemy at your location. Each enemy dealt damage by Bend Blood cannot attack you for the remainder of the round. It's very cool. It's very expensive. Maybe in a longer campaign, I would upgrade into this. I don't know. We'll put it in the side deck. Who knows? Um, Blood Ward. When a non-only enemy attacks an investigator, cancel the attack and heal 2 damage. More healing. It's fast. It's a reaction. It only costs 1. And it has a wild icon. We'll keep that for future reference. What else? We have this one. Retribution, Spell Spirit, a question mark, icon fast. When an enemy attacks an investigator at your location, you take all the damage or horror from this attack for each point of damage horror. Deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. Okay, so clearly more value in multiplayer when you can redirect the damage from a different investigator. But still, even if it's just hitting me, uh, it reflects each it reflects all the damage back at the enemy. Um, that seems really good actually. With the wild icon. Yeah, okay, that seems really good. Um, yeah, we're gonna put that there. Ultimate ultimate sacrifice, fast when played when investigator phase ends, repeat the investigation phase. At the end of that phase, you are defeated and suffer 1 physical trauma. I'm not going to be using that. I'm sorry. That's just not my kind of. I mean, I see how it can be like helpful at the very, very end to like, just take a bunch of actions and end the game. But to be defeated and suffer physical trauma, I don't know. In solo, that seems really weird. I don't want that. Pass. Let's see. Blood Curse. Take a direct damage for 4 icons. Want that. That is meant for Marie. There's an upgrade. Okay, it's 5 icons plus it deals with damage. This one does direct damage. This one just deals damage to anything with health. So I could put the damage on Jim. We do want that. Let's see. Okay, we're at 28. I'm gonna have to remove some stuff because I'm gonna want some skill cards. Cosmic Guidance, heal 1 damage from the performing investigator. So with all these cards that are dealing me damage, I'd like to have this healing available. We want that. Eldritch Whispers. The symbol token is revealed during the test. Place up to 2 charges or 2 secrets among assets you control. So recharging my spells. Cool. That's going in my side deck. As an upgrade. Fearless. This is like one of the few horror healing cards I can get access to. It might be helpful since I do have lower horror value. Um, we'll put that in the side deck, of course. Um, Guts, yeah, we want that for the double icons for our spells plus a card draw. The other cantrips, I don't know, maybe perception because I have 4 book. Um, Soul Link. See, I don't think I'll need the perception if I take the other question mark ones. This one does horror to me, but again, that's assignable to Jim, so that's okay. Torrent of Power. Spending charges for extra boost. I don't love it. I don't know. I've never really liked that card. Um, Unexpected Courage, like Blood Curse and Soul Link are just like better versions of that. So, uh, let's see. That puts me at 34. I need to cut 4 cards. So let's see. I think I will go to one copy of Infused Life. Um, this I'm upgrading into. I'm going to cut the Spiritual Intuition. I don't think I'm going to use that. I have so many things I could be spending money on. I mean, I have all this like compression for money, but I need to cut one more card. Mm, no, 2 Order of Protections for sure. Um, hmm, I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Maybe I cut Will of the Cosmos, just like the Doom. We could just say, let's not play with Doom. Like it's either cutting that or cutting the other copy of Infused Life. I think I want to keep one of those. Or I could go down to one Premonition. I think I do that. I go down to one. I have all these like singletons, which is like weird. Like I usually don't build decks like that, but I don't know. These all seem like it could be like situational. Like how often am I gonna need to heal 3 damage? Um, Premonition is nice just because like at least one test in the game, I'll know what the token is for sure. So that could be really helpful for like a pivotal test. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna save the deck. Let's look. The side deck, yeah, I have everything in there that potentially might want to upgrade into. Oh, we need a random basic weakness. I think I'm gonna allow myself one reroll on the random basic weakness. Just because I don't want anything that's gonna like totally kill the strategy. But you know, let's see. Let's just draw and I'm inclined to want to take the first one that's drawn, but if it's like exceptionally bad, like I don't know. I really don't want to play with amnesia. I hate that card. Let's just see what we get. We got Blood Drinker. Okay, so it's an enemy. 2 fight, 3 health, 4 evade. Hunter retaliate after Blood Drinker attacks. You know, this is actually kind of funny because I'm literally playing the vampire scenario. So I feel like this is just thematic and meant to happen. So I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know. That seems like really annoying to have to deal with an extra enemy that heals itself. But let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right. Cool. So we have um, Marie, True, Solo, Blind. Is this campaign called Children of Blood? All right, let's take this deck into Tabletop Simulator. All right, I have this set up for True Solo. Let's bring our deck in. All right. Uh, 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 Shuffle that. Let's get the campaign. Children of Blood. Place. And we have the campaign guide over here. Put these together. size. Right. Have Justin, me, playing Marie, and no experience or anything. I think for blind, I'm gonna be a baby and I'm gonna play easy. Uh, and I know there are blood tokens in this. I don't know how that works exactly. I think they're like -1 drawn to another. Let's see. Blood token throughout the campaign, depending on decisions investigators make. And the events that unfold, blood tokens may be added or removed from the chaos bag, and when drawn, alter the chance of succeeding. Okay. First blood token revealed during the from the chaos bag during a test has the following effect: -1, reveal another token. If the skill test fails, seal the blood token revealed during this test on the performing investigator. Each additional blood token revealed from the chaos bag during the test is -1, reveal another token. All right, so in each test, I can draw multiple blood tokens. Uh, if I fail, I have to seal one of them on me. While they're sealed, various counter card effects will become more dangerous, so be careful. No more than 3 can be sealed on a single investigator. No more than 12 can be included in the chaos bag and sealed in cards. A blood token revealed outside of a skill test has no effect unless otherwise specified. A blood token added to the chaos bag remains in the chaos bag from scenario to scenario. Okay, cool. So I'll make a note here on how many blood tokens we're working with. Let's see. We know there's a new keyword for predator. During the enemy phase, after the hunter enemies move, and before the enemy's attack, each ready unengaged enemy with the predator keyword deals damage to a non-elite enemy at its location, with a fight value lower than. Given the choice between multiple other enemies, predator enemies will deal its damage to the enemy with the lowest, or tied for the lowest remaining health. Okay, so that's cool. It will, like, big enemies that are predators will come in and they'll bite on other enemies before everything attacks. Which means if there's multiple enemies and it were to bite an enemy that only had 1 health, then that enemy just dies and then doesn't have an opportunity to attack, which is pretty cool. That's fun design. Uh, choose investigator. Each player assembles their investigator deck. Choose the difficulty. Okay, so easy. So there's no blood token. Standard. Don't start with any blood tokens. Okay, so it looks like we have a blood token here and 2 here. So easy and standard, we don't start with any blood tokens. So, okay, so 0, the bag, knowing that we can have up to 12. Gosh, hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, so let's set this up with easy, 1 investigator. River of blood. Okay. Cool. Let's copy. Oh, where is it? Down here. Copy this to my player mat. X is the current agenda number, so we'll set that to -1 because it starts on agenda 1. Yeah, agenda 1. Okay. I think, yeah, we're ready to begin now. Okay, time to begin the true solo experience. Playing easy on the first scenario of River of Blood. We have a prologue. The cold autumn wind blows through the streets of the city of Arkham, the cobblestones wet from the rainstorm earlier that day. The sky has since cleared, and overhead a field of stars is watched by a full moon. It is under the yellow glow of the streetlights that you have made your way to Arkham's waterfront district, formerly known as Rivertown, before the Miskatonic burst its banks some months ago. Grim paranoia has gripped the waterfront district. In the wake of a series of murders and disappearances, the working class residents in the area are afraid to go out at night. They go to work at the river docks, the train yards, or the New Horizons meatpacking facility, then rush home before darkness overtakes the city. Pedestrians look over their shoulders and hurry past dark alleys. Something is hunting the people of the district. With Detective Reynolds of the Arkham PD, you have been working to get to the bottom of what's going on. And there have been been precious few leads. That is until tonight. You've been called to the waterfront district by a concerned citizen. Christopher Stern has invited you to his home on Water Street with the promise of more information in exchange for help in a personal matter. Mr. Stern's promise of information and request for assistance end up being one and the same. With painful effort, he recounts how his wife, Julia, is an employee at the New Horizons facility. She had b- she had been taking longer and longer shifts, such that she began leaving for work before the sun came up and returning home after it had gone down. Over time, she grew cold and distant, eventually sleeping in a separate room and, in Christopher's words, hiding herself from him. He found her in the alleyway behind their home 3 days ago. In the light of the waxing moon, he saw the woman who used to be his wife crouched over the corpse of their neighbor. She was feeding on the body, greedily drinking the man's blood. When he called her name, she fled into the shadows. Christopher followed her, but quickly lost track. She moved with such inhuman swiftness that all sign of her was lost to the night. What's worse, when he returned to the alleyway, the neighbor's body was nowhere to be found. Mr. Stern spent the next couple of days searching feverishly for any sign of his wife. Despite what he witnessed, he seemed to resist the notion that she had changed into some kind of monster. Now, however, with more and more stories circulating the district each night, he knew something had to be done. If you're playing on hard or expert difficulty, we're not doing that, so we don't get any bonus experience. We proceed to Scenario 1, River of Blood. Scenario 1, River of Blood. Whatever you have to do to stop her, to stop that thing, Christopher says to you as you prepare to set out in search for Julia, just do it. You spend the night searching frantically through the waterfront district, but are unable to locate anything conclusive. You retire for a restless night, hoping to have better luck in the morning. All the setup is done. Uh, we spawned a waterfront civilian at the main street. So that's this guy. He's aloof and he's doomed. He spawns, and then there's a parlay. Test 2 willpower to succeed. Set it aside out of play so it doesn't get discarded. Sets it aside. Set a bunch of things aside. Shuffle the encounter cards. Uh, Shuffle the top two of the encounter cards together with Julia Stern and place one of those cards face down at random in each layer. You're now ready to begin. Okay, so yeah, we have three. One of these three cards is Julia, the vampire, and we need to find her, I guess. See what the agenda is telling us. Julia Stern is hiding somewhere in the waterfront district. You'll need to look around and see if you can find the monster's lair before she emerges to kill again. When the enemy phase ends, if Julia Stern is at a lair location, flip her face down, discarding all tokens and attachments on her, and place her beneath that location along with the top card of the encounter deck. Otherwise, if Julia Stern is ready, she moves once towards the nearest lair location. Okay, so enemy phase ends. If she's ready, she wants to move towards a lair. Okay. Act 1A, locate the lair. The creature has gone into hiding. You'll need to find her lair and draw it out. Investigators at the same lair location spend 2 clues as an action as a group. One at a time, draw each face down encounter card beneath the location. If you draw Julia this way, place a resource on her as a snare. Okay. Um, when Julia's turn enters play, immediately advance. Okay, interesting. And let's see what our tokens do. So yeah, we know X is the agenda number. Tablet is -2. If you fail and you're at a lair location, you take a horror. And the Elder Thing is -3. If you fail and there are one or more blood tokens sealed on your investigator, after this test resolves, release one of those and take a damage. Okay, so it's basically a -3. That really only does something if we are bloodied. Looks like there's a blood token helper here. Steal from bag, steal from play, release token. Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and draw our opening hand. Let's see what we got here. Jam in the opening hand's great. Offering Bowl is interesting because that'll be card draw with her. I think I keep one of those. I'm not going to keep the events for sure. I only need one copy of that if I'm going to take it. I think I'm going to mulligan 3. We have Soul Link, Mirror Form, and Border Protection. Okay. Not a great way to start, but that's okay. We got a couple assets that we can play. All right. We're here at the Water Street. A line of quiet houses run along Water Street, overlooking the Miskatonic River. Lights are on, and people walk the street unaware of the dangers lurking in the shadows. There's a clue here, 2 Shroud. Uh, Action, you go looking for help, search the top 9 cards of your deck for an ally, and add it to your hand, shuffle your deck. All right, well, I got my ally, so I won't be doing that. That's cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and we know that we're going to need to go to these locations and flip over the cards there. We need 2 clues to do that. Okay. I'm going to play out Jim. I'm going to play out. So that boosts this up by 1. I'm going to play out my Offering Bowl. Put it over here. That cost me 1. So now I've spent all my resources. Um, I could trigger this right away because it's going to get me a card. I'll get to look at 2 cards and draw 1. I'll get 2 resources back, and I'll get another card draw from Jim. That seems great, so I'm going to do that. We're going to use this as a free trigger, taking 1 damage. And this only triggers when it's placed on Marie, so I'm going to place that on Marie. We'll gain the 2 resources. We'll trigger her ability. Draw 2 cards and discard 1. We want to search 2. Gem and Cloak of Resonance. Guess we're taking the Cloak. And the other 2 get... Oh, it gets discarded. Interesting. Oh, okay. Doesn't get shuffled in. Okay, so... Okay. Then we get 1 card from Jim. And it's our other Offering Bowl. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. But so I could get this clue just investigating 4 on 2. I think there's going to be clues at the warehouse, probably. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go up by 2 and investigate this location. Okay, we get the clue. All right, no enemies in enemy phase. We go to upkeep. I get Blood Curse. And we go 1 doom of 4. Make sure this is shuffled. Grasping Hands, test 3 agility. For each point you fail by, take a damage. We're already taking a bunch of damage. Well, I could just do this and take a horror instead of taking multiple damage because I'd be going 3 on 3. And I don't really want to throw my big boost cards at that. Maybe I'll just risk it. Yeah, there's probably worse cards in the deck than Grasping Hands. Yeah, we're gonna go 3 on 3. -1. Okay, so I end up taking 1 damage. That's okay. Um, oh, that triggers these right away, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so that's 2 more cards from Marie. Draw 2. Discard 1. The heal. Maybe I hold the heal. I already have the Soul Link. Funny. And then with Jim, we're gonna exhaust him to draw a card. And it's the Blood Drinker. Okay. All right. Okay. And I don't have a way to fight right now. Carry. Okay. Well, I think I just have to punch this thing 3 times. That's a bad idea though. I only have that 1 fight. Um, really bad time for that. Um, yeah, this Blood Drinker is actually looking pretty scary for Marie. Uh, 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 uh. Oh my God, am I already gonna do this to hopefully get another card? God. Yeah, I think I am. I think maybe I just actually evade this thing, um, and then run away from it. So I'm going 3. I have to boost this for sure. I'll use Soul Link, so I'll go 6 on 4, up by 2. It's easy, so most things will pass on this. I take a horror from this. Yeah, I'll put it on me for now. Uh, and up by 2 on the evade. Okay, great. It's evaded. That's action 1. We need to get away from it. So we're going to go up here. Waterfront warehouse. The warehouses lining the Miskatonic River see all kinds of activity. During the day, workers bustle about earning their wages before sunsets. After nightfall, strange sounds can be heard from within the darkened buildings. Hey, 2 victory points here. 1 clue. If there are no clues on the waterfront warehouse and no face down cards beneath it, add a blood to the chaos bag. You set fire to the warehouse. Each investigator and enemy at this location moves to a connecting location. Add waterfront warehouse to the victory display. Okay. Um, so second action was to move. Third action. Gosh, I need to get that clue. I need one of my spells, to be honest. I really need one of the spells. Um, so I think I'm gonna just draw a card. My last action. Okay, so we got Cosmic Flame. That's gonna help us investigate. That's good. Enemy phase, nothing happens. Our upkeep phase, that guy stands up. We get a Guts. We have 8 cards, so we're gonna have to use some of our cards now. For next round. We get a Doom, 2 of 4. Nowhere to hide. Test 4 agility. If you fail, must either discard an asset you control or choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. We will use our word of protection on that. I don't want to discard either of these. Okay. So we need to get out this Cosmic Flame. We're gonna investigate. Oh, no, this is the fight spell. This is good. This is good. So now I think we can kill this guy. Um, yeah, we'll be able to kill him. Can't kill him this round though because we need to move. So he's gonna come in and hit me once. But I don't want to do partial damage to him because he heals damage. I need to kill him all in. I need to kill him in one round. So kind of need him to just walk in here and attach himself to me. All right, I gotta be careful about how much damage I'm taking because we've just started. I already have taken 2. I think I play this Cloak of Resonance because that'll do 1 point of damage to him when he hits me. That's my second action. Third action. Let's go ahead and, if we investigate now, we're down by 1. So I'll Blood Curse to, like, this is a 5-shot location. I don't know, and it's victory, so I think I need to clear this one. I'm going to Blood Curse 4 plus 4. I'm at 8. Take a direct damage. That's going to trigger Jim for a card. Okay, it's my Investigate spell. That's good. And then Marie, 2 cards. And keep 1, discard the other. Well, we have 2 second sights now. This lets me play my spells by 3 less. So that will make this only cost 1 to put out. I think I keep the favor of Balshander and lose the second sight. Okay. Okay, so now I'm, what was it? 8 on 5, up by 3 on this investigate. Okay. I get the clue. All right. Enemy phase. This guy hunts over to me and smacks me for 1 and 1. Putting 1 here and 1 on Jim. When horror is placed here, deal 1 damage to an enemy at your location. Okay, that's enemy phase. Upkeep. Word of protection again. 3 of 4. And we get Blighted Blood. If 1 or more blood tokens are sealed on your investigator, put it into play in your threat area. Otherwise, search the chaos bag for a blood token sealed on your investigator and discard it. Well, I don't think we have any blood tokens to seal or do anything with. Good thing I drew that before I do this action, because that'll put a blood. All right, but if I do have a blood token, it lowers sanity and intellect. But it's a willpower test to get rid of, so pretty easy to deal with. Nothing happens though. That's a freebie. Nice. All right, let's kill this guy with Cosmic Flame. We're gonna fight with our willpower. 5 on 2, up by 3. If I succeed, I can spend a charge to deal an additional damage. If I reveal a skull, I have to remove a charge. Okay. 5 on 3, I succeed. I'm going to lose 1 charge to do the bonus damage. That does 2 total damage, so 3 damage total, actually, and he's dead. Then I will Blood of Balshander to play out my second sight. So it costs 1 instead of 4. But I also have to take a damage. Playing dangerously. But I have my healing card in my hand as well. So I think it'll be okay. Okay, so damage there. Triggers Jim for a card draw, and then I'll draw 2 for Marie's ability. And I will keep the Cosmic Flame. Okay. Um, that's second action. First action fight, second action, uh, play the Blood of Balshander into second sight, and last action. Gosh, I don't know if doing this as the last action is great, because if it does spawn her, she's an enemy. We're gonna wait one more round on that. Um, already at half health. I need to get some money to play Infuse Life. Um, do I risk it and flip this over? Yeah, I have to spend 2 clues to draw each encounter card beneath the location, but I need the counter card to be drawn in order to trigger this anyway for the victory. Um, I'm going to play on the edge. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to spend the 2 clues. And what does it say exactly? Spend 2 clues as a group. One at a time, draw each face down encounter card beneath your location. If you draw Julia, place a resource on her as a snare. When she enters play, immediately advance. And it is a child of blood, not Julia. It's a vampire. Um, okay. Cool. And then yeah, I drew that face down card. Next round, I'll be able to trigger this. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that. It's okay. All right, enemy phase. It smacks me for 1 and 1. 1 here to do a damage back, and 1 on me, which triggers me. How many cards am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I'm going to draw a card because that'll put me at 8, and then upkeep, I'll have to discard 1. I'm already going to be discarding cards. So, man, I'm already at 12 cards and 9 in my discard. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I won't trigger my ability. Okay, so upkeep. Consume life. Okay, a fight spell. Awesome. 4 of 4, we advance. The sun sets below the western horizon, plunging Arkham into the darkness of night once more. If there are a total of 2 or more encounter cards beneath locations in play, add a blood token to the cast back. Yeah, there are. I'm supposed to get. Also, this location's not connected to anything, so I don't know how to get there, but island. Alley, probably the docks is how we get there, or yeah, my guess is the docks. That's how you get to the island, but I don't know. Um, yeah, how would you possibly get uh 2 of the 3 cards revealed before this flips? That'd be really difficult. Um, so we add a blood token to the cast bag. A blood token. Okay. Um, okay, we add a blood token to the cast bag. And then what? One at a time, reveal each face down encounter card beneath a location. Beneath a location. Not my location, just a location. If the revealed card is a treachery, discard it. If it's an enemy, spawn it at the location at which it was revealed. If this effect fulfills the objective on the current act, finish resolving the agenda before advancing the act. Okay, so let's pick this one. Okay, so Julia is there. And that does trigger this. So that will advance, but it says to finish resolving this first. If there are no civilian enemies in play, the lead investigator draws one of the set-aside waterfront civilian enemies. It's right there, so there is one. Ready Julia Stern. She moves once towards the nearest civilian enemy. While enemies are moving, Unvisited Isle is considered to be connected to river docks and vice versa. She moves once towards the waterfront civilian. Okay. Um, okay. Interesting. The first night, the light of the full moon casts a stark shadow on the street of Arkham, creating dark corners and shrouded alleys too dim to see into clearly. The light of the street lamps doesn't seem to reach as far as it should. The sound of someone or something scrabbling up the wall of a nearby building sets you on edge. But you know you only have so much time to find Julia, so you steel yourself against the night. Okay, and then Act 2, locate the lair. We advance this because Julia Stern enters play. Julia emerges from hiding with a blood-curdling shriek. She swipes her clawed hands with reckless abandon, glaring around with monstrous eyes looking for her next victim. Place clues from the token pool on each revealed location without victory X up to the clue threshold. So that's just this one because the other one has victory. Um, Julia Stern is on the loose, and it's clear she's no longer human. She stalks the streets of Arkham looking for her victims. You'll need to work fast and slow her down to stop her from killing again. As an action, at her location, spend one clue to place a resource on Julia Stern as a snare. Okay, so I need clues to snare her. When she leaves play, immediately advance. Okay, but that thing about her moving during the enemy phase is gone. Yeah, that was here. So she won't do that. She has elusive, patrol to the nearest civilian enemy. So she'll keep, oh, she's going to go kill that guy because she's a predator. And she gets +1 health, so she has 7 health. When damage would be dealt to Julia Stern, remove 1 snare from her. If you cannot, reduce that damage to 0. Yeah, I don't know. That's so every time you do any amount of damage to her, you need to have a snare on her, and the only way I see to put snares is this. That's difficult. That's difficult because as soon as I move into her space, she's going to engage with me. And triggering this isn't a parlay or anything, so it's gonna make her attack me unless I evade her first, and then I can maybe place 1 resource on her with my remaining action. Then the next round, hit her 1 time and then evade her again, and hopefully I have clues to place. That seems like a crazy, difficult, uh, slow way to deal with her. But that is what we're working with. Um, all right, so that was the Doom that advanced. Um, I don't know. That seems hard. We'll see what happens, but that doesn't seem to make sense to me. Blighted Blood. If one or more blood tokens are sealed, they're not. Um, Otherwise, search the cast bag for a blood token and seal it and discard this card. So now I have to seal that blood token. Seal from bag. Okay, and that moved it out, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I don't know about this. This seems really hard. Well, we got to deal with this guy first. So we're going to Cosmic Flame. So I'm at a 5 on 3, up by 2. Oh, dang. -3. If you fail and there are 1 or more blood tokens sealed on your investigator, release the token and take a damage. Okay, so I fail the attack. They don't have retaliate, so that's good. But I release this token. I take a damage. Mm, yeah. I get a card draw from Jim. We have so many cards. We need to play some stuff. That's that. Okay, I don't want to trigger my ability because I have too many cards. I'm gonna try it again. Just fighting. Yeah, up by 2. Skull. Our agenda number is 2, so that does succeed. That dies. But because it's a skull, I have to lose a charge on this. That's annoying. Um, okay. Final action. I think I put this location in the victory display. Yeah. So there's no clues here, nothing face down beneath it. We add a second blood token, and this goes to the victory display. And we move to a connecting location. Go to this one we haven't been to yet. Garrison Street. It said shops and markets line the Garrison Street along with the banks of the Miskatonic. During your turn, if there are no enemies at this location, move to a connecting location. Okay. I mean, there's no enemies. I could use that free move right now. Get down here. The bridge. Um, yeah, I think I'll use it. Arkham, Central Dawn, one of the bridges that spans the Miskatonic River in the center of the city of Arkham. Irwin Bridge sees plenty of traffic day and night. No clues, one shroud. After you fail a fight or evade test at this location, test 2 agility. If you fail, take 1 damage, disengage from the enemy, and move to unvisited isle. Oh my gosh. So I could get pushed off this bridge and float out to the island with no connection back, at least not that I'm seeing yet. That's funny. Okay. All right, so that's all my actions. Enemy phase. She moves towards the predator, her patrol, the civilian. Her predator keyword does 1 damage to this guy. And that kills him. And he's doomed. So we place a doom on the agenda. And then she attacks everything. She does her attack, but there's nothing to attack. I'm not there. Upkeep. Okay, Blood of Balshander. We need to discard some stuff. I'm gonna discard this. I'm gonna discard. I think this mirror form. Wait, what am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have to discard 1 more. I'll discard that. Now I'm at 8. All right. So that's upkeep. And then Mythos phase. 2 of 5. Another enemy. Jeez, I'm dealing with a lot of enemies right now. And back to me. I need to kill this thing. So let's see. I think I used the Cosmic Flame. Fight 5 on 3. Kidding me. That fails, but I don't have a blood token on me, so that doesn't trigger. That's so annoying. I should have committed something. Wait, I'm gonna I'm gonna do 1 redrop. I I wasn't really thinking. I have tons of cards in my hand. I should be committing them. I'll redraw the token. Uh I know I'm cheating here, but I was just wasn't thinking. So I'm gonna guts and draw the token. Okay, well. Okay, so I failed the first hit. The game said no cheating for me. Uh, all right. We're gonna try again. +1. Spending the charge. Do 2. Kills it. Third action, I need this other cosmic flame out, I think. Um, oh shoot. After you fail a fight or evade test at this location. Hold on. Hold on. Back up, back up, back up. Wow. Okay. So get that charge back. Because my first fight failed, got pushed off the bridge. Well, potentially pushed off the bridge. Let's see, because I have to do this agility test. 3, I'm up by 1. 3 on 2. Uh, let's take my card back. Okay, sorry, I just forgot the rules. Okay, so a foot icon. I think I just test it. Okay, so I'm up by 1. Okay, so I don't fall off the bridge. Then, okay, so it would have resolved the same. I ended up passing this test and losing this. All right, and that was my second action. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Back on track. Um, let's see. Last action. I don't really want to move into her because I don't want her to be biting me. I think I need more resources, which I can get from the Blood Bowl. But I don't think I do that. I think I just take one resource because I don't need the card draw. All right. Enemy phase. She doesn't go anywhere. She's not a hunter. She just patrols to civilians. Um, so nothing in enemy phase. Upkeep. Cosmic guidance. Heal a damage. Okay, I need that. Need that card. I'm gonna lose this other blood bowl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, I would have lost that guts from that test. The auto fail. Yeah, because that whole retcon situation. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't have to discard that. I have 8 cards. Then we place a tomb, 3 of 5, and get Grizzly Compulsion. Test 2 willpower. It gets +1 difficulty for each blood token sealed on your investigator. So I'm up by 3 with no blood tokens, and I'll take 2 damage if I fail. I think I commit guts just because of the blood tokens. Yeah, so up by 5. Okay. Okay, so that's 2. So it's -3 total. I passed. Okay. And I get a card. This is done. Ooh, Bloodstone. Nice. I need that in play immediately. Um, yeah, I'm gonna. No, things are going so slow. I need to get over to her. I don't even have any clues to snare her, so I think I need to go this way. But before I do any of that, I need to do some uh healing and preparation and stuff. So I'm gonna play 2 for the Bloodstone. Um, actually, I'm gonna play K3 for or 4 for infuse. Mm, I'll do 2 for the Bloodstone. I wanted to get the heal off, but it costs 4. I have Blood of Balshander, so I'll play the Bloodstone. I'll Blood of Balshander, taking the damage on the Bloodstone to reduce the cost of the healing card by 3, so that costs 1. And heal 3 damage. Okay, that feels good. That feels so much better. I feel so much safer. That was 2 actions. Uh, 1 for this and 1 for that. Okay, and third action. Let's move down here. River docks. The rebuilt docks reach out into the river at its widest point, playing host to boats of all shapes and sizes. Investigators at river docks spend 3 racers as a group and in action. You hire a captain to take you to the island. Each investigator at this location may move to the unvisited isle. For the remainder of the game, river docks is connected to unvisited isle. Okay, great. So these will be connected. That's awesome. Or river docks will be connected to the isle. I have to hope there's a way to get off of the island. This just says river docks is connected to unvisited isle, not vice versa. And this one just says when enemies are moving, this is connected to the river docks. That's weird. I don't know. All right, but that's my third action. Enemy phase, she stays put. Upkeep phase, I get Grandmare's Charm. All right. Um, Replenish charge on assets at your location. That's really awesome. I need to get this Cosmic Flame back out for some damage. Yeah, even with all of this money compression of sorts, still is kind of expensive for things. Because to get this money, I need to be taking damage, and that sort of, I don't know how it's paying off since I had to play this spell. It costs 4 to heal 3. I don't know. I don't know if it makes any sense at all. It feels fun. It feels like I'm doing something, but yeah. I don't know about it. Um, all right. That was upkeep. We go 3 or 4 out of 5. Another enemy. Jesus Christ. So many enemies. Um, oh my God. And I don't have a spell right now. I mean, I could. Okay, here's the power of the offering bowl. I can get the money for this spell or as a free trigger. I think I'm going to need to do that. Yeah. Ay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. This is the plan. We're going to use the offering bowl. Taking the damage. I'm going to get the card draw off Jim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll use Marie's ability as well. I guess that's what these markers are for. So this is 1. So out of these 2 cards, I'm going to take this Cosmic Guidance for more healing. Now I have the 2 extra money. The money I need to play Consume Life. I'm going to play Consume Life for 3 as my first action. Fighting, it deals +1 damage, so I'm at a 6 on 3. I'm going to commit this Cosmic Guidance, 7 on 3. If this is successful, heal a damage. I could just overcommit on this just for extra healing. but I think I'll save that for another test. 7 on 3 feels pretty good. Up by 4. That's -3 now. Make sure to update this. Okay. Um, so that succeeds. I do 2 damage. I heal a damage from the Cosmic Guidance. This guy is elusive, so he's gonna bounce off of me and exhaust over here with Julia. That's nice because Julia can take bites out of him. Yeah, because he has lower health or lower fight value than her. So that's awesome. Uh, okay, that feels good. We need money to cross into this island. I want to see what's there, but I also could go down to the back alley and just kind of hang out here for the time being. Maybe that's my plan. Um, but I need to get the Cosmic Flame out, and I have no money. Oh my God, am I gonna am I gonna need to take more money? Yes, I do. I'm gonna, I have a lot that needs money in this deck. So I'm gonna take a resource and take another resource. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't need to investigate yet this location. All right, so enemy phase. Uh, she enemies move, hunters move. She does 1 damage as she bites this guy. Uh, then we go to upkeep phase. He stands up. I got premonition. Sweet, like that. Uh, okay, let's go to Doom. This advances. The sun mercifully begins to rise from the eastern horizon, setting Miskatonic ablaze with its shimmering reflection. Heal all damage from Julia. She doesn't have any. Place 1 damage on the scenario reference card. For each 2 damage placed that way. Shuffle the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and Julia stirred together. Place those cards face down at random beneath each layer, distributed as evenly as possible. 1 at a time, each investigator draws 1 of the set-aside waterfront civilian enemies until no such enemies remain set aside. 1 at a time, each investigator, so that's me, 1 at a time, I draw 1 of the set-aside waterfront civilian enemies until no such enemies remain set aside. So I draw all of them? Okay. Um, just 3. That's really, really strange. I don't know. There's like 2 ways to read this. I feel like maybe the until no such enemies remains means like if I was playing in 4 players, I'd only draw the 3. But then why would it need to even specify that? Draw, yeah, it says draw them until no such enemies remain set aside. I don't know. It's really strange. All right. I don't know about that. They all spawn here, right? Oh no, spawn at any empty Arkham location. All right, well, before we do that, we do this thing, shuffling Julia with 2 cards. Going to the layers, which is this one and that one. I don't think the rest of these are layers. They're just parts of the city. Yeah, okay, so then we got to put 1 here and 2 there. I'll put 1 here, 2 there. I'll shuffle them. And then these can spawn anywhere. So I'm going to spawn empty Arkham location, empty Arkham location, empty, put one down here. Arkham location? Yeah, I think they're all Arkham locations. Now, the lair is not, or this one is not. That makes sense. The civilians don't just spawn at this random island. Okay. Crazy stuff is happening. All right, so that doom was placed. We draw an encounter card. Another enemy. I mean, it's only one health, so it should be okay. Should be okay. Do I let it just bite me and kill it off with the cloak as I move? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, I think I play this Cosmic Flame, taking the attack of opportunity, triggering the damage, killing the rat, triggering these. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to play this Cosmic Flame for 3. This guy bites me for 1. Yeah, I'll take it here. This punches it back. That kills off the cloak. And then Jim gives me a card draw. And my ability gives me 2 cards, keep 1. Draw 2 cards and discard 1 of them. I don't think I can choose to discard my weakness, right? Wow, I already went through my whole deck. That's crazy. Yeah, I think this has to go out. And this gets discarded. All right, my first action to play that thing. Second action, we're going to deal with this bat horror, I think. Or I go down here and hope this is, I draw Julia. Because if I do draw Julia, when this guy moves, she'll punch him before he attacks and kill him. It's a risky plan, but we're going to try. Oh, but I also need to uh, spend clues to get that card. Yeah, 1 clue. Okay, so it's not really doable. Oh no. But I already flipped the card. We're just gonna commit to it. All right, Back Alley says the shadows of the alley are all consuming, seeming to swallow the light even in the middle of the day. If there's no clues on Back Alley as an action, if there's no clues on Back Alley and no face down encounter cards, add a blood, perform a ritual to cleanse the alley, and each investigator moves. Okay, so the same thing happens. Last one. This gets moved to the victory display, and we move to a connecting location if we clear it off and remove these cards. Third action, I think this is time to uh, use our spell. Second sight. Investigate. Where the shroud is 3. We're investigating up by 3. 6 on 3. We'll commit this for 7 on 3 and the healing. Okay, we'll spend a charge. We'll heal and collect 2 clues from the charge. That's my third action. Oh wait, we can't heal damage. Ah! Okay. Oh my gosh. I just literally put that into play. I should have known that. I mean, I guess instead of committing that, I'll just throw this bloodstone at it because I already have bloodstone out. Okay, so I'm at 4. Okay. All right, enemy phase. This guy moves. He hunts. He smacks me for 1-1. Horror on Jim. Damage on me. Uh, and he's elusive, so that sends him back away. Send him over there. I'm gonna use my ability. Another Cosmic Flame. The healing spell again. Uh, can't believe we're already seeing Cosmic Flame again. I don't know. There's been so many things to fight. I feel like I take that. But I've also taken so much damage. Um, yeah, I'll discard the Infused Life and play risky. Okay, so that was enemy phase. We go to upkeep. Oh my God, this Blood Drinker's back. This is so bad. Oh gosh, I hate this weakness. Um, all right. Doom. 1 of 4. We get Raising Suspicions. Place a Doom on the nearest enemy with no Doom on it. That's the. I mean, it could be this guy. They're both nearest. I'm gonna be killing this guy, so I'm gonna put it here. Okay, that's all that happens. I think I ward of protection that maybe. Well, this guy's gonna die, so I think it's okay. Um, all right, let's kill this guy. So we're at 6-on-2, up by 4. Great. Auto fail. Jesus Christ. Um, wow, I have that premonition, don't I? I do. Wow, 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 wow. I should have sealed that. We're gonna do it now as our free trigger. Play this. Uh, uh, Steal a random token from the chaos bag. We're sealing a 0. How do we do that with this card? Um, I don't know how that works. Here, we'll do this. We'll just pull it out of the bag. So it can't be drawn. Do that. Okay. We're gonna fight it again. Up by 4. Oh, let's do this one just to see if we get the damage off, and then guarantee the last hit. Blood. -3, so -4 total. We're up by. Okay, so we do succeed. Spending the charge, doing 2 damage. This is not going great. And then we'll do the last fight without the extra damage, and we'll release this to the bag to just guarantee the success. This weakness sucks. All right, that's all my actions. All right. Enemy phase. Nothing happens. Upkeep phase. The guy stands up. We draw guts. And on Doom, 2 of 4. That's 3 for each point of failure. I take a damage. I don't want to take extra damage. I'm going to ward of protection that. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if Julia's here. Here's the thing. I have to. Oh, I forgot to advance this. She left play. This would have reset to Act 1. Yeah. Uh, yeah, because she's not in the victory display. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that does advance. Julia's turn's not in the victory display. Julia proves to be a difficult target to pin down. Even when you think you have her, you're surprised to find that she is quick to slip away into the shadows once more. I'll reset this. Okay. And then here's the thing. Okay, so we have to spend 2 clues. If we reveal her, it does place a snare. So, okay, so it is worth it. I'm not just burning the clues if she happens to be there. I was worried I wouldn't be able to put a snare on her. Um, all right, so draw these one at a time. We get Burning Daylight. If the current agenda is 1A or 3A, it is. Place of Doom, 3 of 4. Can cause this to advance. Otherwise, test 3 if you fail. Okay, done. And we draw the other card. The nearest non-elite enemy moves once towards your location. That is the waterfront civilian. It's already here. If it engages you, it makes an immediate attack, so it doesn't. It surges. Well, does it only surge if I draw it out of the encounter deck? Weird. Um, I don't know. I'm doing so bad. I think I'm gonna play it in this in the way I'm gonna say it doesn't surge because it didn't draw it out of the encounter deck. No. Okay, that feels like cheating. I'm gonna draw one, which is another arrow surges into Burning Daylight, which advances this. Oh no, this is terrible. Um, if there are 2 more encounter cards beneath locations in play, there are 2. Add a blood token to the chaos bag. Reveal each card beneath a location. That's the other location. If the reveal card's a treachery, discard it if it's an enemy spawned at that location. Okay. Julia, obviously, and then that gets to. Okay, Julia's there. Um, okay. Uh, that advances this back. Well, first I'll finish this. Move all damage from the center reference card, which there's none. There are no civilian enemies in play. There are civilian enemies in play. Ready, Julia Stern. She moves once towards the nearest civilian enemy. Oh, this is cool because now that she's here, when the enemies move, she'll bite the bat horror. Sweet. So I don't have to worry about this guy. She'll probably hit me, but that's fine. Do what we can. And then this says the final night. With every corner you turn, you expect to find another bloody victim of Julia's predatory machinations. The night is mostly quiet, but the sound of a distant scream or scraping of claws on cobblestone are constant reminders that monsters hide in every shadow. Okay. Um, 5 Doom will advance us. Okay, so that was all off of that first action. Um, which was to spend the clues and resolve that. That was a lot. Second action, add blood token to the chaos bag, form a ritual. I'm going to do that right now. Another blood token. And then this moves to the victory display. Whoops. Let's get this card super stuck together. Okay, there we go. That goes to the victory display, and we move this guy here, and I'll go this way as well. Unless I just want to move here, have them on me, and try to evade Julia. But then she won't bite the bat horse. So yeah, I think I'll just move here. Get some clues before Julia moves in. Oh, there's a free move here if there's no enemies. There is, though, because of the civilian. Okay. Last action, get clues. We're going to second sight this location. 6 on 3. We're going to throw a guts into this. 8 on 3 because there's so many blood tokens. -2. We spend a charge on second sight to get both clues. Okay. Enemy phase. Both of these guys move in here and engage me. Julia bites someone. And, well, there's the civilian and the bat whore. I forget if there's like priority. Each ready, unengaged enemy with Predator deals 1 damage to a non-elite enemy at its location with a fight value lower than its own. Given the choice between multiple other enemies, the Predator enemy will deal its damage to the enemy with the lowest, tied for lowest remaining health. Okay, so I think it's my choice because they both have 1 health. He has 1 health remaining. So yeah, she's gonna kill the bat whore. Thanks, Julia. And then she's gonna bite me. For 1 and 1. And Jim will get me a card draw. That's nice. Get out this other Cosmic Flame if I need it. And I'll do my ability as well. Draw 2. Discarding Jim, because I already have Jim out. Don't think I'll be playing another copy of him. All right, so that's enemies. Upkeep phase. Okay. What did I get? Guts. Okay. And then 1 Doom. Mythos card. Oh, this should be gone. Red Herring. Test 2. Book. This gets 2 difficulty to control 2 or more clues. Okay, so it's a 4 book test. 4 on 4. If failed, take a horror and place 1 of your clues on your location. 4 on 4. A horror and a clue on my location. Feels like a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to get back up. So, okay, I'll just go 4 on 4 and take my shot. Yeah, we fail that by a lot, but I didn't commit to that. Take 1 horror and drop a clue. Looking a little scared here. We still have some soak if we need it, but we have 2 remaining health and 2 remaining sanity with no way to heal damage because of this. Um, okay, back to me. What do we do? What, what, what do we do? I think I have to evade Julia. I don't know that I can like kill her or anything. I need to evade her and I think I just need to run away. Yeah. I need to get as far as I can from Julia. I have the money to take the boat to the island and we haven't seen that location yet. And it might remove like these other two because it's another layer. And it's probably going to be worth victory points. So yes, let's just pump whatever we can into an evade on Julia. Um, direct damage. Scary. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this. Oh, living at 1 health here. Uh, we know my weaknesses are gone because one's there and the other one it's discarded. I'll draw off of that. This is nice. Get me this out for a turn. Um, I'll use my ability as well. Ooh, I don't know what kind of tests I'll be taking. I'm going to keep the blood curse. Um, that puts me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. She's evaded though, so that is. Oh wait, actually, did I ever take the test? uh, did I take the test? Oh my gosh. No, I didn't. I just took the damage when I committed the card. So okay, I'm 8. 8 minus 1, so we're good. She's evaded. I leave. If I leave this waterfront civilian, he dies, which is a doom. I don't think I have a way to really like kill Julia. I don't think that's like very doable for me. So I think my plan is just get up here and try to clear whatever is going on here for the victory points. Um, so if she bites him and he dies and we take 1 more doom, that's fine. We just have to hope that we can clear this location before this ends. I think that's my plan. And not take another point of damage. Um, okay. So maybe speeding up the doom will help us kind of because I don't want to be drawing too many of these cards. Okay, so yeah, I evaded her. I moved. Third action, trigger this. Spend 3 resources. Hire a captain to take me to the island. Each investigator at this location may move to the unvisited isle. The eerie island in the middle of the Miskatonic has been subject of many strange stories over the years. Yes, it is victory points. 3 clues here. Has an additional cost to leave this location, spend an action. As a free trigger, if there are no clues on an unvisited isle, add a blood token to the chaos bag and remember that the investigators found a sacrificial dagger. Okay, so this one doesn't remove the location. So you always have, that's interesting. So you always have at least 1 layer in play. This one won't leave, but you can get rid of the other 2. Really interesting scenario so far. Um, that was my last action though. So I need to try to clear this out next round. Uh, and then do this trigger. Can't do it until there's no clues. Remember that you investigators found a sacrificial dagger. It's probably going to get us a reward. Maybe extra experience or like a story thing later on. Um, Enemy phase. Uh, Julia is not ready, so she doesn't trigger her predator keyword. Upkeep phase. We got second sight. I already have this second sight, so I can get these clues probably pretty easily. I'll keep this just in case though, with this mirror form. We're gonna lose the favor because I can't take damage. That puts us at 9. I need one more to be discarded. Well, this I can't heal, so or maybe I do. I should just clear this with discard 3 cards from my hand. I should be doing that next round. I'm not going to play another one of those though. Sure. All right. That's upkeep. Then we go to Doom. Readied. And counter card. Test 4. If you fail miss, either discard an asset you control or choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. That's fine. I'll just fail this. 3 on 4. Blood. 0. Okay, so I seal this because I failed the test. And then I have to discard an asset I control. I'm going to discard this. Blood Bowl. Okay. And now the goal, get these clues. Well, I'm going to clear this off. Um, discard 3 cards from my hand. And an action. We're going to discard this cosmic, this one, consume life. We're going to discard Grandmare's Charm. No, Blood Curse. And Grandmare's Charm. No, we'll keep that because that's 3 icons. Cosmic Flame. Already have a Cosmic Flame out, and we're going to end pretty soon, so that's scary though. I might need it. Second sight. There's a chance that this gets discarded from drawing the cultist. So I think I keep second sight. I'll lose Grandmare's Charm. All right. That was action 1. Action 2, we're going to investigate committing the cosmic guidance for healing. Second sight puts us at 6, 7 with cosmic guidance, 7 on 3. We're up by 4. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we pass. Spend one of the charges for 2 clues. Third action, we need to investigate again, not using the charge. So 6 on 3. I'll throw the guts at it. 8 on 3. Blood. -3. That's -4. We pass because of the guts. Okay. Got a ward of protection off the guts. And the last clue. And we trigger this. There's no clues here. Add a blood to the chaos bag. And remember that we found a sacrificial dagger. All right, enemy phase. She bites the civilian. He dies. That's Doom. She stays there because she moved. She attempted to move towards that guy, bit him, and then attacked. Upkeep. Oh, I heal the horror from that card that was committed. Or the damage. Upkeep, Doom, 4 of 5. We just need one more round to survive. Uh, Place 1 doom on the nearest enemy with no doom on it. That's going to be her, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah, so she gets a doom on her. Okay. It's going to advance anyway, so this doesn't matter. Back to me. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be killing her, so I don't know. I don't know if there's anything from other than yeah, seven health. I'd have to put 7 snares on her, or less than 7. If I do increments of 2 damage, I need at least 4 snares. That's not happening. Okay, so it's just kind of a dead turn, I think. I guess we uh we'll move. We'll just move 3 times back to this pavilion. She'll head this way. Oh, it cost me 2 actions to move out of this. So move, move. I don't want to end there because she'll hit me. So I'll just take a resource. And we'll go to enemy phase. She moves this way. Go to upkeep phase. We go to the mythos phase. Boom, this advances. And let's see where we're at. The Miskatonic River burns with bright orange light as the sun rises to the east. The night melts away, and slowly the streets come alive again as the people of the waterfront district begin the day anew. Too much time has passed, and Julia Stern has escaped. You can only hope that Detective Reynolds has produced some results in his own investigation. Resolution 3. Resolution 3. The hunt through the night is long and arduous, but Julia proves too crafty and too swift for your efforts. By the morning of the 3rd day of your search, you worry that you'll have to wait until she strikes again. For now, however, the only path forward is for you to reconnect with Dr. Reynolds or Detective Reynolds and get to the bottom of what caused all this bloodshed in the first place. In your campaign log record, the investigators failed to stop Julia. Failed. Stop Julia Stern. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, and 2 bonus experience as we're better prepared for what is to come. So victory display is 6 plus bonus 2. That's 8 experience. It's not bad. And then proceed to resolution 4. Back at Detective Reynolds' office, you explain what you've learned. He tells you that his leads also pointed towards the New Horizons meatpacking facility and a suspicious group that has been seen around the building, dressed in robes instead of the more standard aprons and coveralls of the workers. The same place where Julia worked, Reynolds says. Seems like that place is worth a visit. Detective Reynolds joins the investigation. Choose an investigator to become the bearer of Detective Reynolds. We'll have to see what he does. If the investigators found a sacrificial dagger, we did. Choose an investigator to become the bearer of the Fang of Muarte. Zabura Muarte. Okay, bearer of Fang of the Fang of Zabumafu. Dang, okay. Each investigator who ended this area with 3 blood tokens sealed on them becomes the bearer of the blood blight weakness. Um, Not the bearer of that. Release each sealed blood token and return them to the chaos bag, and then go to the next scenario. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So we'll release the token, and so we have 5 blood tokens. Very cool. All right. I'm gonna end that here for now, and then next time I do this, I will start by spending the experience and upgrading the deck, and then we'll try out this new scenario. Cool. GG. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess I got eight experience. I just didn't touch Julia at all. Kind of strange. Um, I don't know how I would even do that in solo unless I was like, I don't know, to get all the clues and everything. It just seems like impossible. It seems like a rare thing to do, like not really the common route. But I don't know, maybe I just missed something and did something wrong. I'm not sure, but I just don't understand how I was supposed to kill her. Um, anyway, I'm still happy with the experience. It was cool. I liked uncovering the locations, and eight experience is really good. So cool. We'll spend that in the next one. Right. Goodbye.